Hey guys, my name is Lucas Feener, and today I'm going to be presenting the Week 7 assignment post. I'll be presenting it today, and today we're asked to look at something that we found interesting or helpful from this chapter and share it with the class and expound on it a little bit. And one of the things that I found really helpful is that one of the problems that I had to do for the homework showed me that a lot of times a higher upfront cost is worth it in the long run because a lot of times that comes with lower interest rates. So I wrote down a problem example with student loans. And first off, we'll look at option one. So in option one, we can see that the student loan cost overall is going to be $100,000. But the annual interest rate for that is going to be 4.3%. But it has a point, like a starting point system of I believe it's 1.3. So from what we can see here is that this is a decent upfront cost. And when we look at this specifically, we can see that the upfront cost is going to be $1,300. And we got this by multiplying 100,000 by 0.013. Now what we can also see from this is we calculated the interest rate using the formula right there, A equals P, and then divide 1 plus R times T. And then you plug in all the numbers, which you can see right here, and then we basically did all the work, and I wrote out all the work there. But the gist of it comes out to the interest rate at the very end of it, when it's all worked out, is going to be $64,500, which is quite a lot of interest. When we look over here at option two, we can see that the upfront cost is a little bit higher, so it's going to be $2,000 in upfront costs. And then again, here I worked out, as you can see, the interest rates using the exact same formula, A equals P times 1 plus R times T. And then at the end of that, the interest, or the annual interest rate, once it's all figured out, is going to be $52,500. And what we can see from this is that ultimately the interest rate is actually quite a bit lower, even though it did have a higher upfront cost. So if we move on down to here, we can see that overall you pay $700 in extra upfront costs. But when we compare the interest rates, you end up actually saving $12,000, which is a lot of money. And then if you minus 700 by 12,000, you get $11,300. So by paying that higher upfront costs, you have an overall savings of $11,300. And I did all the math right here, but you can see at the very end, we had that total savings of $11,300. So you can see from this is that option two is better. And while it might seem like it's not a good idea to pay extra upfront costs, a lot of times that does come with the lower interest rates, which in the long run is helpful, as we saw from this. So even though you did have to pay an extra $700 upfront, instead of 1.3 points, you had to pay 2 points. Overall, that means that with the lower interest rates, you saved $11,300, which in the long run is a very good idea and something that I would definitely consider. So whenever you're looking at any kind of loan, no matter what it is, whether it's student loans, house loans, car loan, or car mortgage, anything like that, always take into account, don't just go with what's cheaper up front, but go with what is cheaper in the long run. I would say that's the really big and really impactful thing that I found from this chapter. Thanks.